We have Penny with torches. That's strong. Ritual battle. Morsels, cannibalize. Cool. We have Talos. That sucks. Arcus with the sweeper also sucks. Consume card seraph. Alright. Pack morsel, ritual battle, cannibalize. Guaranteed morsel. Really good for gorge units. Trample's great with Ritual of Battle, but that falls away pretty quickly. Wins early game. We just need to find a way to deal with backline then if we don't. Or second heavy. The double 190s is the end game problem. We just glutton. Umbra. Nothing. I think you could make a start with both of these. With torches. Torches will just have to do. Oh, that's painful. Enough so that I think we don't set up there, we take the turn loss. We don't need damage, we need health, so... There'll be 5 attack later. It's fine. That's great. For him to kill is fine. Let's just... This is fine. Penny slaps. If I'd taken Trample, I think I'd definitely be taking Space Prism here. I think we're going to be going for like it's gonna be like a morsel show. That way I can get like 2 Gorge units and just really go ham. I don't know if that's one of the Gorge units I want though. Almost Alpha Fiend. 2 cost. You want to take energy then? This is almost must be Space Prism. Yeah. I mean, you can. Space Prism is so versatile. So both of these are used as boss killers. Not really damage dealers. Crucible Warden kind of, if you get multi on. It's not the greatest damage dealer. But Penny's a better boss killer. Alpha Fiend's more of a damage unit, but slow. Is the 170 gold worth anything? No. Am I going to regret not taking him? Probably not. Oh. Needs something. Early game it cleans up as well. Cleans up nicely. Quick is good on him. Huh. We can do this. We have Alpha Fiend quick. Hopefully find a multi. Penny eats the garbage morsels. We pick the best ones to Morsel Master with Alpha Fiend. And everything's fine. And those are spikes. Barbed Disciples. It's only really the front guy. There's a healer. Boss comes with spikes as well. This boss sucks too. I want another chance at Steve though. Can't give me anything. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's do this like this then. Let them eat those. So we should be able to kill both of those. That one's gonna leak. Dang. I'm greedy? Yeah, totally greedy, right? We need a torch to kill the the shooter dude. Just play them to kill them off. We're not drawing next turn, the turn after he kills them, so we don't want these in the deck. Again, don't want them in the deck. Anything rage? Doesn't matter. Hindsight says take Space Prism because you're going to get another thing of packed morsels. I'm going to take it. I don't want more rage. Armor's interesting though. For like one particular line, and we'd have to. There's too many ifs. Too many ifs. And that's a no. We can go for multi. Or we can go for Shadow Eater and dupe that space prism I didn't take. There we go. Huh, do we just dupe the dupe the skull? That seems reasonable. We have 2 extra dead weights for now. Like 2/3 of a Dante. Oh, except they don't do damage when we get them. I want energy, but I also want capacity. Alright. Penny's killing one. That's fine. Are we on 35? He'll be hitting for 30. Which doesn't quite kill it. Which means I almost need to use 2 here, but then we're not ramping her up. We definitely need to ramp her up. Other option is torches, but that's a little risky. I think we need to focus on the ramp though. If we leak a little bit, we leak a little bit. Another option was there. It is an extra 10 health on Steve. He's doing okay. Oh, I was looking at the wrong number. Yeah, I probably should have put that down there. That's... Oh, wait, that's... No, that definitely has to go there. We've got this first one dead. Second one hitting twice. We could skull. For 4 health. I don't think so. Yeah. Could have put energy, maybe doubled an energy, and then kept it available for raging on the back guy. It's a decent chunk of damage there, Steve. Good. Capacity and energy is tough here. Drawing both units on turn 1 is bad. Wretch is probably unnecessary. We've got so many morsels. If we don't play Alpha Fiend on turn 1, are we that sad? Not really. I think that's what comes down to. I play Steve on bottom floor, we play Penny on top floor, and we don't care. And Morsel Maker's kind of fourth wheel in this one, but he's alright, you know. He's an okay guy. But we really need to remove stews. We just don't have the spot for them. Or the energy to play them. Oh wow, okay, so... wow. So multi-strike on Alpha Fiend already? Or the extra morsels? Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Shade Lamp's good, but we've already got the one morsel a turn. But if you don't kill anything with spells, you get 3 morsels to start the next turn with Shade Lamp. Because you're killing dudes on the bottom floor with Steve. So he gives you 2 morsels, and then the other one gives you 3. And so you're just using those morsels all the time. You're waiting for a reply from your tutor on a Sunday, Valkyrie, and then you're saying GG to the school you go to. I think that's GG student for waiting until Sunday afternoon. Not GG tutor who has all right to not reply to an email on a Sunday. This one's on you, not them. Any chance of morsel oversaturation? A little bit. Definitely a chance. But I think Demon Fiend killing stuff's pretty good, right? Like him killing stuff, or Alpha Fiend, is probably better play here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bring logic into an emotional discussion. that's my bad. I mean, to be honest, everyone's email's open any day. There's nothing stopping you from sending one. You know, but expecting someone to reply to an email within an hour, especially on the weekend, that's asking a little much. To be honest. Okay, so we can actually kill off a Stewie. And the exact thing we didn't want to have happen just happened, but, you know. You got an email just now? Yeah, see, this is where you're failing to see the difference between someone else. Like, someone else has sat down because they have free time on a Sunday. It's not a work day. Alright, so it's not like it's a break at the school where they say, okay, it's email time now, admin. Someone else has had the time right now to be like, oh, I've got a break between doing this and doing something else. I'm going to quickly sit down and send this email off that I need to send off. Okay. That person probably doesn't have the exact same time frame on the weekend as your tutor. That is a different person. Okay, so again, you're failing to see the bigger scope in all of this. You know, so just because you get an email from someone in the school doesn't mean someone else in the school is available to reply to your specific request. Skull for 100 gold? Well, I'm thinking about it. It's probably a no, but I'm thinking about it. Alright, so let's kill this guy. And then we can feed Penny. Because we need to get... let's just throw that there so we get rid of the deck. Need to get her up higher to maybe kill this guy, which I think we just did. No, we're too short. And Torch doesn't do it because Torch does bad things. Oh, close. Hey Bonfire with the public service announcement that mopping sucks. That is all. I think we agree with you on that one. Okay, I'm wishing I'd taken the the other one now, but, you know, hindsight. So we're going to take 5. We're okay with that. Not really. And 2 is 11, 22, so 86, 96. Come on. You steam up some rooms and then normal them up the rest. Oh, that's true, Borzo. Vacuuming definitely sucks. Yeah. Oh no. I think you missed the pun, Kizron. Vacuuming sucks because that's like the vacuum actually uses suction to do its job. It wasn't a choice. Yeah. Like you missed it and you kept typing. But you know, you stayed true. I commend you for that. Can we get this guy killed on this floor? This is what we need to do. We need to kill this guy on this floor. And that is worth 20 damage. This is a big maybe. Let's... We need 2 torches. Oh, come on, game. Again, this would have been solved if we hadn't taken Greg's goad, sorry. Sorry, Greg. Frickin' Greg, man. Frickin' Greg. That's all I gotta say about that. We tried. We came close. We gave it our best shot. What do you do? Hey look, we play Alpha Feed. It's moments like this where you just know the game is doing it on purpose. I don't think it matters what we got, doesn't it? Which would be a pretty fun thing to code into a game. Some sort of troll mechanic where you've already can see the prediction is a win. So do stuff just to troll the player. I don't have energy for this. Look at that flower. Okay, our killer minion cards no longer purge. They consume, which is good because we just pretty much use them as soon as we see them. Let's get rid of these stewies. I think if we can get past the second boss and then get into... Oh crap. Do we try to make him thick though? That's the only thing. I don't think so. And we just do that. Your PC is old, you might grab something off for Black Friday. Yeah, why not? You're going to throw some computer numbers with no further context. Or would I want to upgrade first? 32 gigahertz, 4-core, 4-thread, 4 gigabyte virtual RAM, 24 gigabyte RAM, DDR3. 24 gigabytes of RAM is more than decent. I'd probably go GPU. What's your GPU? Yeah, I wouldn't be upgrading the RAM. Unless the RAM was really old. But, like, if the RAM was from 2 computers ago. Oh, man. Is this going to hurt? This is going to hurt. Yeah, so I'd be upgrading that. If you can get a 30 series. Starting to get old? The 970 is not starting to get old. No, it. Like I'm stingy. Hold on to stuff as long as I possibly can. Person. Like I said, that 9 series is not starting to get old. It's ancient. Yeah. So your choice is to get like a 10 series, which is awful. If you can get the 30 series because they're cheaper than the 20 series at the moment, that's the way to go. Otherwise, I don't know, stuff. Penny's not getting fed and I'm concerned. I don't care about this guy. Alright, so let's... Okay. You've got a 1080p 60 Hz. That's fine. If you've got an old PC and you can handle a newest graphics card, like a newest family of graphics cards, that's usually, I believe, one of the best upgrades you can make, because if down the future, like in a year's time or 2 years' time, you want to upgrade and you get a new motherboard and chipset, the graphics card is like almost guaranteed to be compatible. Right? The same as RAM and hard drive. And if you've just got an overall like a modern day-ish rig, you know, processor's probably fine. Unless you're doing something really intensive on it, in which case you'd be like super struggling already. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's the thing with CPU. You really want to get a motherboard as well, which may or may not require new RAM. And if it does, you can do some research on the motherboard to find one that's compatible with your current RAM if you don't want to make that cost change. And it's probably not that much of an issue. I think I'm going to go stuff here, right? Rage here. Nice. Okay, let's put one of you there. Kill it off. Followed by one of you. You can have both of those. And you can have all of those. Yeah, I agree with Basil's there. As terms of like life, like CPUs last these days, same as motherboards, in both real-time and as well as keeping up with what you need, like technology life, much better than they used to. Whereas graphics cards are where things start to really fall away. Plus, with modern graphics cards, you can take a lot of the pressure off your CPU with a huge graphics card upgrade, especially coming from something that's pre-10 series, which pretty much was the CPU was helping that out on modern games. You get like a 20 series or a 30 series, and I wouldn't recommend buying a 20 series now at all. They take a lot of the load off the CPU if you were struggling in the past. Yeah, the graphics cards are more than a mini computer inside your computer, hey. Especially once you make the jump from ones that didn't do the physics to ones that are guaranteed to do the physics and stuff, and just leave the CPU to do CPU stuff. Which you could argue the physics is, but it's graphics and physics. Yeah, you know. Penny gets strong. Wow, I could have given her 3 of them. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, when CPUs just want a bigger hertz. You know, there was that time when Intel went, we're going to go for quad cores, and AMD's like, we're just going to go... What was that AMD that was just like that single core, massively fast mofo? And it was good, but it didn't do much else, and everyone realized, no, we want to go overall faster. Not single line speed fast. Need to embrace Stadia. Oh, you guys are the best. Said no one ever. Stadia. How big the gigahertz got? I don't think it was... At the time, I think it was even up there with something of today's standards as a single core. So it was good for gaming back then, because the dual cores weren't... The dual cores were really slow when they first came out compared to single cores. Because basically it was 2 half-speed cores on the same size block. Go, Greg. I think it was before that, Spazzles. Or after? Maybe I'm getting my timeline right. This is a long time ago. Yeah, I don't think it was exactly 6 gigahertz to 2 gigahertz pairs, but it was something like that. But the thing is, the 6 probably was better back then. Or what the equivalent single core probably was better back then. Mainly because a lot of the software didn't make use of the dual cores. And most of the time back then, if you were playing a game, that's what you were doing. You were just playing the game, so you just needed a single core to really do stuff. It wasn't until, you know, enough companies saw the progression with it. And then when they started being able to make the dual cores total speed, like if you add the speed together, be much greater than a single speed. Yeah, the Core 2 duos and the Core 2 quads was probably when it first happened, right? Your first PC was a 286. I remember the old 286. Oh, it was a cluster truck and a half, hey Spazzles. That was really when anyone that was looking to do something because they wanted to work for themselves and own a business, it's like, oh, I could just go get a computer store. And I'll put, it was probably like a little bit, probably a decade later, maybe, when it got even worse and the computer store became just a computer parts store. And so everyone had computer parts stores but knew nothing about them. And you'd go in there and you'd want to know the difference between two graphics cards, and that guy would be like, this one's $300, this one's $200. It's like, yeah, but what's the difference in these numbers? You know, and you'd be looking at the, like, back when there was like three numbers in a graphics card, and you'd be saying, like, why is this 260 whatever versus 360, but now this is a 280? Where does that? And they'd be like, I don't know. And you'd be like, yeah, but you're the computer store guy. It's like, just sell the pieces. It's like, like, and it was pretty much it. They knew nothing about the stuff. They just, you know, I'll open a computer parts store. That's when you went and found a friend? Yeah, or you started looking up stuff and things. Graphics cards were the toughest back then because, like, older versions had, like, there was such a broad range in the generations where an older generation higher spec card was faster than the latest generation lower spec card, but it cost more and was older, so it had been sitting on a shelf. Did that really age it? Probably not. But, you know, it still cost more, and no one knew the numbers. I'm sure they were around and available, but it just wasn't as internet. Like, you could dig them up. It just wasn't as friendly as it was today for all the data specs and what the numbers actually mean. Getting spells cheaper. Go the health way. Maybe find something there. Just before the benchmark test came out. Yeah, that was bad too. Split Amble could be good. It means we can play a higher cost card and then play some other stuff free. We do have some rage. We're not really using it, but we do use it and it does well. Oh, Pogbox. Let's go. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Borzo. When the employees are salespeople and don't know about the product, so they're not really even salespeople, then, are they? They're just customer representatives or something like that. I don't know, like, or customer representatives, like, yeah, consumer. I don't know, just business reps. It's like clerks, kind of, probably a better way. They're just the, because it's the real world, they're the online replacement And depending where you are, the old school, like a lot of places that used to have commission-based sales here don't anymore, because there used to be a lower wage for commission-based jobs, or some people would go in, like some businesses would have the non-rostered option, where you just go in on commission. You don't work for the company, you just go in for commission. And a lot of that got changed and not allowed through different rules. And so you could tell when you had a store that was like that, because you'd walk in and no one would be willing to help you anymore. And be like, just want to, someone want to give us a nut. We don't help. He's going to get 22. Probably just need to do as much damage as possible. Used to work at uncommissioned sales, and the people in the next store were on commission. Your attach rate was the worst in store. Is that like how quickly you get to actually serving people type of deal? Or like your sales per something like that? If you sold the same thing they sold, but they got a cut. But did they get a lower pay rate? Because that's usually what it is that the people that don't get a commission get a guaranteed hourly pay. And that's where the problem is. Like, if you're running that, if you're managing that type of business, you don't actually want that person, you don't want to have the two different people. Because like I said, the person that you're just giving a pay rate to work an hour's work, they don't work out of spite. And it's like, okay, well, if you're not going to work, get out. And they're like, but the guy there gets paid if he sells something. It's like, yeah, but he doesn't get paid while he's standing around doing nothing. You get an hourly rate. How about you go out the back and like sweep the bin area? If you're collecting the hourly rate, you get fired. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Totally should be like that, right? Alright, let's... Nice. In there. But that's also on the managers to try and enforce those things too as well. Like, that's part of good management, is to motivate team in the right direction. The store wanted you to sell things. Yeah, I guess that's when, a different chains of thought. But if I was working somewhere, whenever I was working anywhere and my boss wanted me to do something that was within the scope of my job, I kind of did what the boss wanted to, because they were the boss. You'd tell people to buy from online because it was cheaper. That would definitely be issue a warning. Hey sir, how can I welcome you to leave our store, since there's other places that are cheaper than us? Yeah, sweeper. I got 5 though. We can do this. We can do that. You'd be okay selling cables, 100% markup, $35 cable. Yeah, I mean, that's how businesses don't go bankrupt. They sell stuff for more than what they buy them for. You know, that's how it works. You know, and sometimes you have big markup items because you know, you're able to procure them cheaply, and you have to sell them so high because the staff that you're paying to try and sell them have been telling some other people to go elsewhere. So instead of being able to make sales at maybe a more reasonable price, you now have to jack up the profit margin because your staff are white-anting you. Pog. Pogbox is so good. If I'd been paying more attention to it though, I would have torched this one and then played another one and had 3 for penny. It really doesn't matter though. You left that job to work for software, hardware, QA, tech startup, and did much better there. Well, that's good. That's different, Borzoi. Like, selling something that is a fix that is not a fix, like, that's just making a sale for, like, the argument of getting business almost fraudulently, right? There's an argument either way. Probably not worth touching on. But if someone comes in and says, I need a this length USB cable, and you say, and you can either sell them the one on the shelf, which is exactly what they want and need, or say, go to our online competitors because theirs is cheaper. That's just, you know, it's one, it's not good business, and two, it's definitely not being a good employee. Like, some stores charge more for things, right? And telling someone else to go to a different business is, it's definitely terminatable, or at least depending on your country's labour laws, probably, you know, infringement worthy first. Oh, these only consume. Get out. Get out. That product is poop. Yeah. That's where it's a really tough call. If you've got other products that are better, but see, that's the thing. That product's then not doing the job that a customer requests. I guess that's where it becomes weird. So, yeah, there's definitely a difference between a product that's not fit for use versus a product that's perfectly good fit for use that your company just charges a lot for. It's not like the price of milk. That's true. That is true. But it's also not customer concern if you got it at a good price and have a huge markup on it because you're using that as like a, you know, because there's different prices on things, right? Some items you have to have low margins on because of competition. Other items you can have higher margins on to create a balance to keep your business afloat. You know, not everything you get to have an exact markup on of, say, we're going to just have a flat 10% on everything as markup. You know, some will have 20, 30, 40%, sometimes even more. Some will only have sometimes 2 or 3%. Sometimes you have loss leaders where you actually lose money selling them, but for different reasons. They're going to be outdated soon, you ordered too many, you got them at a bad price. I don't know, there's lots of other reasons too, just to get people in the door. Yeah, see, that sounds like a perfect example of an internal problem that should be obviously be brought to someone else and say, we need to pull this from the shelf because, you know, insert reasons. We win this, right? We do. Have I been playing? I just realized split anvil. Have I been playing that properly? Maybe. Eat penny. Win. We win harder. Win harder. Deck's good, I like it. I'm still going to take energy, mainly because if we do draw Alpha Fiend and Steve on the first turn, I want to be able to play them. Alright, let's take a spike. Also, with the people not knowing cost of things, I think that was definitely valid in past years, right? I still put the onus on people to do some research and not go into just the first store they meet and say, they'll have the lowest prices on everything. No one in the history of sales has ever price gouged any product. I'm not a complete gullible ignoramus. But definitely in today's day and age, 100% on the customer to at least Google what they want first and compare the price somewhere else before even getting in the car to go to a store. Heck, Google while you're in the store the exact product and find places in your area that may or may not sell it cheaper. You'll probably even be able to get the current store you're in to price match. You're being encouraged to sell things people didn't actually need? Yeah. That's a tough situation. It depends on what it's for. You know, like if someone's just going into a PC store to get stuff. If it's a business solutions thing, then I guess that eventually goes back on the business. But it comes back down to just general relationship between you and your employer. You don't have to do what your boss tells you. But they can definitely say, look, if this is what our company does, and if you don't like it, door's over there. It's like no one actually needs fries with their hamburger, right? And upsizing meals has definitely went through a stage where it was frowned upon, but the role of that, you know, usually teenager at the time on the front counter was, do you want fries with that? Would you like to upsize your meal? We know you don't need it. You're already 400 pounds, sir. And you've ordered 10 meals for what I believe is yourself. However, it's my job. I get paid to do my job. Yeah, Dupe Spike seems fun. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could be a good salesman and sort of question them, not question them like interrogatingly, but, you know, like just pursue their needs and maybe find something more suited for them and be helpful. But at the end of the day, yeah, you still need to provide service for your employer for pay, right? Upsell add-ons? Yeah, you should always upsell add-ons. That's where the bulk of profit comes from for a lot of companies. But if a customer's already, if you've done the let's go probing, It always sounds fun to probe someone. If you've done... Oh no, do we have Stuart's to remove? And someone's given you, like you said, furniture, and someone's given you like maybe the size of their apartment / house, what they're doing it for, and one of the add-ons would hinder their experience with the product because it's just going to make their room too cramped. That's bad for both the company and for you. Sure, you make a bit extra money on the sale, but they don't like it because it doesn't work. So you're like selling them something not only do they not need, but would be bad for their situation, right? But getting them something that would fit their requirements and be a good experience for them is a great upsell because they get a good experience. If they're happy to part with the money, that's their business, right? And you get the extra sale. That's the thing too. If you make a genuine upsell where you see someone's need and you realize that the upsell is going to be beneficial for them in terms of either performance or just enjoyability, or there could be many other reasons, so that they don't have to get it later, can extend quality of their product, a whole bunch of stuff, right? If it's genuine, you're usually you've got a good chance of making it because you're going to be able to give them reasons for it. Like the burger one's the thing. Would you like fries with that? It gives you something else to eat while you're like noshing on your burger. They're crunchy and salty. They taste great. You'll like them. People are going to take that. Hey, would you like to upsize your meal? You get a bigger Coke. So that when you take it with you, you've got more with you on your way. People like that stuff. If you then say to them, hey, would you like to get something else completely unrelated to your meal? Let's go with a subscription to Newsweek as part of our deal we've got going. You'll really like that. They're going to be like, what? Yeah, fries are an easy upsell. I love fries too. I think the worst one was Store's extended warranty. The upsell on the extended warranty. That is definitely one that people do because their job requires them to upsell it. I know, although I never take it, I never get upset at the person trying to upsell that one because they've been told they have to. So good on them for doing their job. That was the upsell, the extended warranty one. The people say it's cheaper for the meal deal when you order 2 burgers and a drink and fries. You probably throw the second fries because you can't eat that much. Yeah. Alright, what's the plan here? This is a little not happy moment. Man, I really don't want to spike that. We could get something next turn, though. Could have done that. If I should have drawn the morsel first, and I could have got more spike value on it. Can we get an attack morsel, please? Dang it. Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. Turns out Penny's pretty strong. Oh, this sucks. This one sucks. Oh, hey, we've got this card. You guys remember this card? Oh, hey, that's a good card. Yeah, get skulled, idiots. Remove consume, yeah, it's so good. So good. Alright, Penny's fine. Yeah, have a thing, Steve. I forget that Steve's like such a good boy. Like he just is, right? Get some pizza in chat for Steve. He likes to eat pizza. I got the split anvil on one turn, didn't I? I had two of them in the same hand, so I could only play one. No, that's not the greatest. Oh! Oh, come on, Steve, do some damage. Yeah, all right. Let's help you out there, buddy. Bugbox is great. Sorry, Steven. Alright, so Alpha Fiend's going to get 2 shots at it here. And he's having a darn good attempt. Oh! That's twice you've done that, dude. Then he's not happy. Yeah, you need to get... I don't know if you can get it to happen, though. But you need to, like, getting the skull and getting Jeff to give it duplicates itself when you play it. And putting unconsume on it. And I wonder if you just, like, you know, just keep playing it. Oh, I should have taken something. We had 420 gold. I ruined it. What are we going for here? Like, what's the plan? Penny just had her nails done. Looking all dummy thick then. Dupe another Spike? I don't know, man. Spike didn't do too well. Maybe if we can get a permafrost on it. Do you have a holdover rage? Holdover rage is kind of tough with Nah, the morsel makers have priority draw. Oh wait, let's go check what's over here. Just take tails? What do you reroll for double gorge? What do you want to do, chat? Take tails or reroll for double gorge? If we reroll, we can't hold over. Could make one of the rituals cheaper so that we could double ritual. Let's just do that. I think that's safer. And then let's do that. We're up against consumed cards, Seraph, so I'm guaranteed to screw something up here. I'm okay with that. Oh, Steven. Ooh. Man, do we just pop the spike on Penny now? I think we do, hey. And then if we get spike next turn, it's pretty huge. We don't care about the wasted energy, we just care about the fact that she's 140 damage. That's disgusting. Where's my spike? Yeah, I think the game is 100% winnable. I think you could lose because there's definitely moments where your play, you know, there's options, right? And both are good, but one just leads you in a tough spot. But I think you can even recover from some of those. Restarting fights is definitely lame. That's not perfect play. That is... I mean, that's restarting fights to show that a seed is winnable, maybe, but if you have to do something super unconventional, that's kind of bupkis. Yeah, bupkis. Yeah, it's called scumming for a reason. That's true. The biggest issue is card draw. Knowing what you draw 2 turns later, and so making a different play because of that, that's not playing better, that's playing around stuff. Am I consuming... Not playing around stuff? Yeah, I think you guys know what I'm saying. I need something better than that for this guy. Or do I? Maybe we don't. Maybe I just need to keep... No, I think if I rage, it's probably enough for it. Some runs you can make sensible choices and die in the first couple of rings. I doubt it. I think there could possibly maybe be an extreme thing with draw and whatever, but usually it's because you took a trial you shouldn't have taken. Or you took Burnout Rector with no burnout cards because, you know, you just hoped you'd get something and all of a sudden you haven't made reasonable choices. Yeah, I'm thinking about cannibalizing the thing here. I think that's what we do, right? So so things about restarting fights means where you set up, especially on like collector fights, or you know, you might be better setting up here, but you go, okay, if I want to try and get collector, I do this, you know. And now you'd be like, oh wait, I just drew this on turn 2. I'll restart the fight, set up the way I wanted to, and take that one in whatever card that I drew type of situation. Are we pogging on Penny again? I can pog on that guy. You're definitely going there. Oh, I kind of need to spike Steve. Yeah, that's exactly right, Spazzles. It's the same in Spire. Like, people be like, oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. It's like, no, you're circumventing the not knowing what you're going to draw. Why don't you spike? No, I've got Split Anvil, so I play Spike now, and then we Rage here. I'm just trying to work out what I want to spike on. Because I still think I need to... It's too early to not... We've got another spike coming as well. Because maybe it was a draw order made an earlier decision bad. Yeah, but that is a bad decision then. Like, you've built that deck. So knowing what the draw order is, like, you go into runs, like, so as soon as your plan is, I don't care, I'll just save summit, you can put whatever crap you want in your deck then. Be like, I'll just restart the fight if it draws bad. But deck builder, the art is crafting a deck that hopefully you don't get punished with a bad draw. You build a consistent deck. And sometimes that means you might not be able to get maximum power because you can't take an extra power card because you're diluting the deck. Yeah, well, climbing with Ascensions and stuff, that's the other thing too. The people can say, oh, you're not actually helping yourself because you're not learning. You're now restarting the fight and doing something different that's bad, but you've manipulated to win. Which is, yeah, it's a valid argument. Yeah, you can restart fights. What you do is you click on back to main menu and you get to start the fight. And every single decision will be exactly the same again. And people do that to get win streaks and boast on Reddit and the Monster Train Discord. And that's how you see the same people get the daily score? You know, there's a reason why the same people win the daily every day, is because they restart the fights over and over again until they get the perfect run. Some of them even save a backup file of their daily, so that after they've made it to the end, they can go back and restart at Circle 1 so they can get an even better score. And some of them will even be on Twitch with educational in their title on how to do dailies. Meanwhile, taking 3 hours while restarting and playing through the run twice. Now, what do we learn, children? We learned cheating's good. That's right. I think we're good, right? Restarting to stream is boring? Yeah. Get in there, Steve. Restarting. Oh yeah, restarting streak is definitely boring. Do we spike an energy morsel, or do we go to spike something better? Do we not care? I think not caring is the key here, right? Now we really don't care. Oh, I can't spike. Oh, yeah, you know what I can do. No, you're not getting it. Sorry, dude. Can't bring myself to do that. You can have this one, though. I haven't even been paying attention to what I'm getting seraphed here. You guys are distracting me in a very good way. I like it. Let's give that to you. Oh no, look at this, look at this. Oh, hang on. Dude, Thick Boy showed up today. Wow. That's a little bit of punish right there. You guys good for another run? I think I'm good to go. I think the throw is in. Oh man, that doesn't count. I made it to the end of a Consume Seraph game with my holdover card still held over. Proud of me, chat? I don't know how I did that. I'm calling accident, but... Oh, I took damage. Abandoned run. Oh, dude, he tried. Like, he... I should restart the fight to check. Penny steps up. She's gonna crack a new Knuckles, and Seraph just pooped his pants. Oh! Where were you last turn? Oh, that was great. Love it. You broke my nail. Shenanigans. I definitely did not pay attention in that one. All right, head opener. Your resub did not show on the channel, dude. I appreciate the resub. Thank you for the 3 months. Congrats on the silver P plate. Let me see if I can. Force it to. I can.